Hello Thistledown gang, welcome back to my channel if you've already been here. If not, hi, this is me. These are the pictures I took for my new student ID and I needed something for the intro and I'm incredibly happy to have you here. Please stay, and by that I mean subscribe. Now this is a very short video because ConQuest is upon us, and by ConQuest I mean the biggest LARP in the world. It's in about 1 week's time at the point where I upload this video. And I didn't have the brain space or time to make an entire new decent video, so you're getting basically my TikTok backup. I know that some of my viewers aren't on TikTok, and I presented this project over there. I made a cover for my weighted blanket, and I really liked it, and I thought I might as well save it for posterity here, because who knows what might happen to the clock app. I hope you enjoy it. I have a hard time letting go of things that I collect, like doilies and handkerchiefs that I found at the thrift store and dye samples, and that is why I'm making a quilt out of these things for my weighted blanket. I am about halfway done by now, and I found that using this app kinda helps me hold myself accountable, so I'll probably keep you posted, I guess. Hey, look at that! It's a quilt update! So far, almost everything on this 200 by 140 centimeters piece of fabric is covered in old lace handkerchiefs and stuff like that. I mean, I cheated a bit with that one stripe at the top, in this case the bottom, because that's where my face is. There's a spot and there's a spot. I still have to find something nice for that, but aside from that, I'm pretty proud of how far I've got. Quilt update! I'm almost, well, I am done covering the upper part, and now it is actual quilting time, like connecting more of these layers so they won't floof around as much. Luckily, this strip at the top of the blanket has a very clear pattern. By the way, I kind of cheated because this is not an old handkerchief. It was just fabric I had lying around, and I wanted something solid for the top where probably my face would be touching the blanket. I also added some old cutouts and doilies to make more of an organic quilting thing. Long time no quilt update. I finished covering the entire surface in things, including hand-stitched decorative seams, and then added the backside of the whole thing. I wisely decided to use my modern sewing machine, and modern is a relative term because it's from the 70s, to stitch this whole thing together, because Effie doesn't have a zigzag stitch, which is the poor man's serger, and my thread just broke, and that's a sign. Good night. Quilt update, because I'm finally finished with this baby. It has ribbons in all four corners, so I can tie it to the loops that my weighted blanket already has, which is very handy because, you know, otherwise it would flop around in there a lot. And I do admit that I had a few problems getting it in there because, you know, the height difference between me and the blanket, if it stood upright, but it did work out, and I do love the effect of the overall effect of the thing. I made the closures at the bottom with ties as well, and tomorrow you'll get all the details. I just woke up to this. Isn't it awesome? I'm so happy with it, and it's so much more me than the cover that my partner lent me. I really like this decorative seam, and I kept this little guy for ages. The mouse version is on my battle vest. I made this out of a book cover at some point. And this is collateral fabric from onion dye. This doily was dyed with avocado skins and stones, as was this handkerchief. And this is onion dye again. And I really like this, and this handkerchief, I kept that for ages because I didn't want to ruin it. quilt details part 2. This piece here is one half of a pillow cover and it is tea stained. This top panel is the only bit that isn't a pre-loved something, but that was actually first-hand fabric that I bought on a whim. And then I didn't know what to do with it, but it's a very nice muslin. I tend to buy all the patches that I can find in dollar stores and places like. This is a lino print I made that is not very readable, but I'll try to recreate it with screen printing sometime soon. I really like nettles and also this cute little embroidery here. We also have that in blue. And last but not least, I really want this as a bandana, so I might actually make a copy of it at some point. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you all a wonderful fortnight until we meet again. Mine will be very busy, first crafting then LARPing, and I hope you'll have just as much fun as me. Farewell.